Melissa. I'm doing this video from start to finish because I have had so many questions over the past year about the sour cream containers that I made the video on last year in, I think it was January I made it. So I'm going to try and answer some of the questions you have and then show exactly how I made it, which is very, very simple. I've had a lot of questions about the paper I used. The brown paper, as I said in the video, I don't know what brand it is. It was given to me as a gift, and I am hoarding it. A friend of mine named Liz at my church gave it to me, and so I can't help you with that, but it is a super heavyweight, really, really pretty satiny finish. It's got texture. It's just gorgeous. Super heavyweight. So, and it's really dark chocolate colored. Now the pink is, I do know what this is, and I'm hoarding it also. It is American Crafts Bubblegum Damask cardstock. And I got it at Tuesday morning last year for $1.99, and I'm hoarding that too. I very seldom use it. I'm freaking out because I don't know if I need to get online and see if they still make it. But anyway, that's the papers I used as far as the body of the container. Now for some of the embellishments and stuff, this is the K & Company paper that I used. I got it last year at Michael's. And then I got some of the embellishments, the K & Company Valentine embellishments. I can't tell you what they're called, but it was just a bubble pack that had embellishments in it. And then, of course, I made my own little rosettes with my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And used those also. And I had some stickers that I added to chipboard. You can just use anything. But for demonstration on this one today, I'm going to use a piece of, it's not crafting plastic, believe it or not. I'm saving that. It's this Graphics Duralar. It's a heavyweight acetate. So, this is a piece that is 5 by 6.5. I'm going to use score tape. You're going to be able to see the tape. I normally would not use this probably, but for this purpose I am. You want to put the tape let me see which way am I going to do this. This way. Okay, you want to put the tape on the longest side first. And if you were using cardstock, you would want to put it on the front of the cardstock, right at the edge. Then you're going to flip the cardstock over, and you're going to put it at the top and the bottom. This is so easy. It's just silly. It's so easy, but they're so much fun to make. We made these for the wedding. Now you can use a crimper on your edges when you get your tube made. If you want to, you don't have to, but it does give it a more authentic look. Okay, so I flipped it back over and I'm pulling the protective piece on the score tape, and then I'm just going to make a tube. And the reason I'm using the crafting plastic on this one is just so that y'all can see exactly how I did it. And it's very forgiving too. If you get it crooked with the crafting plastic, you can just pull it up and fix it. So there's my tube. I go inside and grab your protective. And if you pull it, it's going to come off. I know I taped over the end, but it'll still pull off. Alright, so on the edge, you put your seam in the middle, and you squeeze it. And just make sure your edges are as even as possible. Then you put your treats inside, and it doesn't matter what size you make these. It just depends on what you're going to put inside. So just make it like an inch longer in width than it is in height. And then squeeze the opposite way. So I've squeezed this way. I'm going to squeeze the opposite way at the top. My edge is a little uneven, and all you have to do is just snip it if you get it uneven. Just like that. So there's my tube. If you're using cardstock, you may want to use a crimper. Like I said, you don't have to. This is really one of the hardest parts, is getting that tube in the crimper. But, oops, sorry, got my arm in the way. It's not even going to work on this plastic. But anyway, you saw what I did. And you would do the other side the same way. And if this was cardstock, it would crimp the end. So there's the tube. Now, as far as the decorations go, you can go just crazy. Use all kinds of stuff. You can use strips of paper. You can use ribbon. There's just no end to what you can use. I'm going to use a piece of ribbon on this one. So I just cut a piece of white grosgrain ribbon. You want your seam to be on the back for sure. And I'm just going to do a knot right here, because I'm probably going to put something over the knot. Every time I make these for any occasion, and you can adapt it to any occasion, everybody is just amazed by them. So there's my knot. Just snip the ends. Crooked. And you can either just leave it like that plain, or if you're doing a special occasion, and since Valentine's Day is coming up, I think I'll do the Sealed with a Kiss, the SWAC. So in that case, I would move my knot to the back. Oops, sorry. And I would stick my SWAC right over the ribbon on the front. And there's a finished sour cream container. And what did that take? 5 minutes to make? So anyway, if you're wanting to use the crafting plastic or the heavy duty, anything clear to do this with, I think the red line tape is more sheer than the score tape, but this made it able for y'all to see the guts and exactly how it was done. So I hope that answered everyone's questions about the paper and about exactly how I put them together, and I hope everybody goes out and makes some sour cream containers.